Hey guys, welcome to the Texas Beekeepers Association. We are your source for trusted education and updates on beekeeping across the Lone Star State. I'm Tiffany Harlick. I'm a beekeeper in Texas and a volunteer on our communications committee. TBA is a member-based organization that represents all Texas beekeepers and local beekeeping associations. We work with scientists, educators, beekeepers, honey packers, vendors, and others interested in the promotion of Texas beekeeping and real Texas honey. The mission of TBA is to help both small-scale and commercial beekeepers through education, promotion, resources, and collaboration. Please subscribe to the TBA channel for expert tips and community news. So we are gearing up for the 2025 Fall Convention, which is happening this November 21st and 22nd in Waco, Texas, with a special series interviewing some of our speakers. So this year, the theme for the convention is Breeding Better Bees for Texas. And today I have one of my mentors, Nathalie, with us from Be Mindful. So I am so excited to have you on and welcome. And we're just excited to learn about what Be Mindful is doing and what you're going to be talking about at the conference. So Nathalie, you want to tell us maybe some of your origin story, how you got into beekeeping and your focus?
Hi, thank you for having me here today. I appreciate the intro. Basically, I got obsessed with bees and insects in general, but bees more specifically when I was 8 years old, when I wrote a report on the dance of communication of the bees, and just kind of was always fascinated with them. And then fast forward, when I was about close to 40, I got a beehive finally of my own. I started with a worry that lasted me 8 years and just kind of branched out in all kinds of hives. I've got, you name it, I'm a collector, I'm a hoarder of different hive styles, and I'm a hoarder of colonies as well because I ended up with about 400 colonies of my own, most of them in the horizontal top-bar hives. I specialize in treatment-free natural beekeeping and community outreach.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So if you guys, what are you teaching about at the conference? Is it top bar beekeeping?
I will teach more specifically about the Flex Hive, which is my invention. I presented at Apimondia this year, which is a adapter from Langstroth-to-Top-Bar that allows anybody that has Langstroth or cannot find top-bar nukes to grow really nice colonies without having to start from a package or a swarm. And it provides a lot of flexibility. So I'll have that talk, and then also I'll have a whole booth with horizontal top-bar hives, that Flex Hive to demo, and a whole bunch of information for people to kind of take a look at. And hopefully some of you will join us for some workshops or apprenticeships. I don't know.
Yes, absolutely. So tell us about Apimondia. How was it?
It was amazing. It was like 7,000 people in Copenhagen, Denmark. And
Yeah.
I had two posters over there. I had the Flex Hive and Top Bar Nukes as a niche source of income, basically. And I went to a whole bunch of presentations, made a whole lot of my heroes and the people that I look up to, including Dr. Stephen Martin, Dr. Riley, and the whole host of really good presentations on what I noticed was really interesting is the switch of the narrative towards more natural, resistant beekeeping instead of treatment. So it was very refreshing. Dr. Martin said that 2 years ago that was not even on the map, and now people are talking about it very actively. So that was very cool. And
Yeah.
Copenhagen was great.
How fun. What an awesome trip. I would love to get to go to Apimondia one year.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so you have some really cool resources on your website. So if people are wanting to get to know you, we're just introducing our speakers so that you feel free to go up to Nathalie at the conference. You can ask her questions. She partners with Les Crowder and at Be Mindful. So her site is be-mindful.com. And she's got top bar hive plans there. So if you guys are wanting to get into top bars, you can check out her resources and build your own top bar. She also has a really cool list of treatment-free providers, and one of the resources is the Texas Plants for Bees, which is a labor of love, like a huge compilation of things. And I was at a meeting the other day, and somebody said, "Well, what do you plant for bees?" And I just said mesquite, which is very
Yeah.
unpopular.
Rancher's favorites.
Yeah.
The tire
Uh,
killer.
yeah, right. Well, tell us a little bit about your master beekeeping. Anything else you want to share?
Well, I wanted to so backtrack a little bit. I wanted
Sure.
to explain to people a little bit what horizontal top-bar is
Great.
really quick in a nutshell. It's basically, and I've got some props, believe it or not.
Oh, great.
It's
Awesome.
keeping bees on horizontal configurations with just a top bar and they build natural comb. And what's really easy is that you can tell where the brood's nest always is and they store the honey in the back and you never have anything heavy to lift and it's super cost effective. So you're basically saving your back in your bank. And I really like the way the bees react in those. And if you were talking about the plants and they are on the website, so this is kind of what they look like, those horizontal top-bar hives. And if you want to see them at the booth, you can see. But basically, the bees build the comb directly on a bar. And the important part is that they're standardized. So those plants are always the same, which allows interchangeability. So from that standpoint, that's the top-bar hive. And
Mhm.
really quick, also backtracking, the Flex Hive concept is attaching a horizontal top-bar nuke or full-size hive to a Langstroth like this and allowing them to build that comb into the box. So
Great.
you have on the website instructions. There's a blog entry on that, but there's also for people that want to take this picture and scan the different steps, then they can, build their own in less than 10 minutes. The Master Beekeeper program
Yeah.
is a 5-year total. So master is 3 years. You have to have 3 years of expertise, and you just do the apprentice level, the intermediate, the advanced level, and then the master. So that's like well behind me. And then you have another 2 years to wait to do an expert craftsman kind of a level, which is like, 5 years total. And
Mhm.
I was supposed to take it about 2 years ago, and I just backed
Haven't
up
yet.
at the last minute because I was so busy I couldn't do it, and I am
Okay.
for it this year.
Okay, awesome. All right, that's great.
That's a great program. Anybody that's interested in learning more about bees, it's a great motivator and it pushes you to learn and become a better beekeeper. So I highly encourage you to get into the program. Even if you don't finish the whole thing and you stay at the apprentice level or the advanced level, it's a fantastic program.
Yeah, absolutely. I think people would love to hear some of your community outreach that you do because you really do invest in teaching top bar hive keeping and natural beekeeping to the global community. So, do you want to
Yeah.
pick a couple of your projects to
Yeah,
share?
thanks for the opportunity. Well, so I started several youth scholarship programs, one for the club that I started, the Texas Natural Beekeepers
Mhm.
Association, one in Houston with it was not just my own, but I helped with that one with
Mhm.
the Farm of Peace,
Yes.
refugees from the Congo,
Mhm.
and kids and their mothers. And then also in the Republic of the Congo, I spent some time. Actually, I was hired by the government to design and lead their beekeeping training program, and I spent the best part of 2019 setting up teaching apiaries and teaching, building a manual in French and doing that, and then also some virtually in Nigeria with Cameroonese refugees. And yeah, that's the community outreach from that standpoint. And also I use the, whatever income I make to kind of try to give back. So I do workshops for clubs and I'm donating top-bar hives to teaching apiaries. And also I'm offering free training for those workshops, and any club can contact me and we can work on that. And that's also a great fundraiser for them. And
Mhm.
also use the funds that I make to go travel to Australia because I was invited on a speaking tour as a keynote speaker for the Natural Beekeeping Summit. So for 3 weeks I was in Australia this year. It
Amazing.
was
How was that?
awesome. I highly recommend anybody that can, make it happen to just go to Australia and visit because it's amazing and people are awesome. It's like everything, you have plus and minuses, but it's a trip to do if you.
Okay. All right. That is so cool. I really appreciate it. Anything else you want to share or give everybody a little teaser of your talk?
No, I will kind of remind people during the talk how the concepts of horizontal natural beekeeping. We're
Mhm.
using Tapa hives. Very quickly show them how to assemble a hive in less than 90 minutes for about $50, $60 worth of, a handful of boards basically and screws and basic tools, and then how to assemble it so that it turns into an adapter. So the Flex Hive and how to manage the Flex Hive, what it works. And then the booth will have a lot more of that information, and happy to connect with anybody that wants to talk bees, of course.
Well, perfect. You guys go say hi to Nathalie when you go to the convention. It's in Waco, November 21st, 22nd. Thank you for your time and all that you do to share to help promote bees and beekeeping and natural beekeeping in Texas and beyond. And we'll see you guys in Waco.
And thank you, Tiffany. Really appreciate you doing all this and helping out. You're doing your own community outreach, and very important. So thank you for doing that.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, guys.